like the people who I see on a regular basis,
Mhm.
enough that where we start having conversations about, more than stuff that's just life. And when I speak
I
to
dig
those,
that though.
yeah, when I speak to those guys, it's like it's not that it's not that nothing bad is not happening or nothing bad is going on in their world. It's just that they acknowledge it. Well, we may talk about it, but again, we keep it pushing and
Resilience.
resilience. We find solutions and stuff like that. That sort of thing I don't get from social. I don't get that from social media.
The Podical Sons.
He did it, me.
No, and he.
And you don't want to be me.
No,
Oh,
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
want to
no,
be
no,
by
no,
somebody.
no,
Lil Rod showed us
Yeah, yeah.
that. Right. Hi, everybody. I'm Marvelous.
Welcome.
I'm Marvelous, and he's not your average Joseph, and we
We
are
are
the
the
Podical
Podical
Sons.
Sons.
And he did this to throw me off, but I'm here. So
Listen, man, listen. People are going getting millionaires off of jingles, man.
he did it, and he not me. Why not? And we are the Podical Sons. This show is hilariously inappropriate, as you can tell, but intellectual beyond belief. Don't worry. We got time to bring it back in to the serious.
We'll rope it in.
We'll rope it in. Let's
Yeah.
start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above, all streaming platforms
All the
possible.
above.
At Podical Sons Podcast for the podcast, and on the socials at Podical Sons or the Pod Sons. You can see us there, participate in the votes, and we appreciate the people that participate in the votes and appreciate the people who submit questions for Access Sons.
And yes, and we're still on TikTok. We haven't abandoned it yet.
No.
We're still there.
We're still on TikTok. We're doing good on TikTok.
We're doing good on TikTok.
Doing good on TikTok. Yeah,
a lot of people complain about the new owners, but we're still
no.
there.
Shout out to the new owners.
Shout out to new owners.
Yo, run the money.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Run the money, man. Run the money. Yeah, let's get it popping, man. What about your joy this week, man?
Well, the fact that I'm gonna be off for the next week kind of put a smile on my face, but I got a parting gift from one of my coworkers,
Nice.
and yeah, it was one of those situations where I wasn't expecting anything, and I really didn't want anything, and I kind of expressed that to the coworker themselves, but then they gave me such a compelling argument why I should take the gift.
Because you mean much to them.
Right. So after that, I just kind of had to accept the flowers.
Are we okay with? Are you starting to receive your flowers now across the board in certain places?
Yeah.
Or do they feel still kind of scattered?
You know what? I'm starting to receive them.
You do a lot.
Actually, you know, but it's funny. I was about to say I'm starting to receive them where I'm actually watering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
Yeah.
What do the kids say? I love that for you.
It's giving.
It's giving. I love that for you. Yeah. Because you do so much, right? And like, yo, I thought I was all over the place until I sat down. I'm like, my work ethic ain't shit compared to Smooth. I'm just trying to be at one with peace and make this bread. You're like, zoom. Me at 50, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
I'm not doing it. You're good.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I want to say, you have the mental fortitude for it. Your body's not working against you. It's still working with you.
Right.
So, and I appreciate that and stuff. I've seen it. So I kind of be mindful about like how I want my 50. You got 11 years on me, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of want like how my 50 would to be kind of be projected and stuff. I want it slower. When I looked at it, I sat down one day and stuff, but I was like, I think one day we were talking about like ironing out like rolls.
Right.
And stuff like that, certain things. I was looking at that, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to take too much of your time into this world.
Right.
Because I know you got a lot of stuff going on and stuff in other parts in your world and everything like that. But I'm like, in this role, I don't want to overburden you. And yes, but then again, there's certain things that you know that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool, let's work with that. Then I was like, this motherfucker got his software company. He got a new job going on, whatever. I'm like, he over here doing some real estate shit. He over here doing this. I was like, yo, you are busy, dog.
You know, the funny thing is though, is that I think I'm able to do it is because one, some things are passions, right? So they
So it don't feel like
so
work.
yeah, so it doesn't feel like work, and it helps fulfill that passion,
That's
that
fair.
need for that passion, right?
That's fair.
And then the other ones are stuff that like I genuinely have like an interest in.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like, as much as I'm in it, I'm always constantly learning. And I think that's what keeps me going. The fact that I'm like, there's never everything that I'm going to know in that particular area.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it keeps me learning, keeps my brain fresh, keeps me doing that, keeps me doing this. I mean, even the conversation that we had yesterday, just beatboxing about, okay, what can we do for certain episodes and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, we're on the phone for a small conversation,
Mhm.
right? And just when we're about to get off, and you say something, and then my mind is constantly in that mode. So
Mhm.
as soon as you say something, I'm like, oh shit, but we can do that. And then I mentioned that to you, and you're like, oh shit, that's why I called you, right?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but and that stuff like that, it's like, okay, I'm working,
Mm.
but it's not work. You know what I mean? It's like we just having that conversation, but guess what? It's work
It's work.
because now we're just going to apply what we just talked
Pretty much.
about. So, like I said, it's always, it seems like it's constant, but it's always something I'm always experiencing and learning, and I have a passion to do it. And it's like it's as long as it's at 50, I don't know, it might be the same way at 60.
right.
It might be a different activity that I have a passion for. But while the passion is still here, baby, we rolling, man.
No,
we rolling. We can't
no.
be stopped.
It is a beautiful thing to see because here us, like we discuss a lot of things.
A lot of
We
things.
cover a lot of landscape. There's no taboo in what
Nothing.
we cover. And we discussed already about burnouts.
Yeah.
And my question to you and stuff is that, do you feel like you're burnt out? If the answer is no, if it ain't
No.
broken, then don't fix it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing and stuff, right? A lot of people tend to look at shit that might need to be changed, but it's not broken,
Right.
right? It's not broken, but they're like, I can go for something different and stuff. Then they realize it might be more overwhelming to like from the shift. Long as you got a full handle on it,
Yeah.
and things are getting done from like, I want to say from like all aspects in your world, carpet the hell out of damn DM.
That's it.
Because you're
man.
absolutely right. If it don't feel like work, you're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much as if you enjoy doing it and stuff like that, whatever. So yeah, rock on, man. Go be great. Not mad at that.
What brought you joy this week, man?
Using the time from the snow day. Shout out to the snow day and
Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon.
So
And
how much inches of snow hit y'all?
54. My neck of the woods.
54. Because I seen the car.
Yeah, the car was buried.
I seen the car. Shout out to the love y'all
out-
show for Marv in the car.
Yo, if you were laughing, you're like, damn. Yo, because I posted on Podical Sun's side.
Right.
And I end up just reposting that aspect of stuff, like on my personal side. And like from the overwhelming amount from my side and the Podical Sun side, they're looking like, have fun. Yo. And it was so funny because a few people that I work with, they were looking and they're like, yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday.
We'll see you on Tuesday. we know it's not happening for you today.
We'll see you on Tuesday. But
you can remember, because we had
Mhm.
we had the really bad snowstorm last year,
2025. February, yeah.
From what you can remember, is this the worst you've experienced thus far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I think the reason why I say that is, let's say when I'm leaving my house to head towards like work, there's like a little side street before I get to the main road.
Okay.
I clean off my car.
Right.
I dug out my car. Meanwhile, I was digging out my car. I saw so my car is an Acura and is lower, right?
Right.
I saw another car which was higher. Kia Soul.
Kia Soul. Okay.
There's a Kia Soul, which is a little elevated.
Yeah, it sits a little bit higher. Yeah.
A little bit higher. And it's going. And it gets to the end of the street.
Right.
And all I see is brake lights. And then all I see is like the reverse and going, reverse and going. So they're trying to plow away for them and realize like, oh shit, just this one part of the street is done. Every other street, we're basically trapped.
Right.
So the person reversed, I'm looking like, oh, fuck that. But I had my shovel by the car and everything and stuff. I was like, yeah, I can't make it though.
Yeah, no, it was drastic, man. It was drastic. I think that day, I was
Mhm.
like, because the plan already is like, okay, do it in shifts. So when you have to come out for the final run, it's not that drastic, right? You've already
Not bad, but this snow was soft.
this snow was soft. This snow
Yeah.
was soft. So I was like, so I got out. I think I did three rounds. I think the first round that I got out was maybe around like the 9 o'clock mark in the morning, right? So I
Mm.
said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it probably like every 2 hours. I'll go out and check and see where it's at and kind of shovel from there. So that's what I did. So by the time I went out around 12ish and started shoveling, I was like, wow, this was more snow I'm shoveling now
Mm.
than the first time that I started shoveling. So I was like, okay, maybe I gotta knock it down to like an hour in between.
Mm.
Long story short, time passed and I didn't get to it right away.
So then you go back like at 6, 7 in the
I
evening?
went back around 6, 7 in the evening. By the time I
Okay.
went back to 6 and 7, bro, it was like I was like, this is a workout, right? And as the wifey was like, oh, come on, help you. I was like, but you ain't got no boots. And I was like, right now, this is you need boots. This is not you can run out here with no sneakers, no nothing.
I like how
You
you're
need
throwing your words, but
boots.
then you're looking at me and stuff. But I'm
Yeah,
not.
no,
You
I
notice I'm
know,
not
I know,
making eye
I know,
contact with your
man.
punk ass.
It's,
Because you want to clap at me in my Jordans,
this is
and
not shoveling snow in Jordan weather.
I'm
no.
driving. I'm driving, sir. Sir, I'm driving. I'm going to my car. I'm driving. I'm not climbing a mountain. Not going for an expedition. I'm just going to my car in my Jordans.
It was drastic, man. It was drastic. It was drastic. But needless to say, by the time it was all said and done, my neighbor didn't come out once. So by the time like the next day hit of the one side, so we were clear,
Clear.
and then his side was like maybe 3 feet and so forth like that. But I'm guessing like he might have had like one of those mini snow blowers.
Oh,
Because by the
so
time I came out in the morning, he was good. So I was all right. That's good.
how do you feel about heated driveways? Do you
I
feel like they're worth it? Because they're bread. It costs bread to get in,
Yeah.
and then it's another set of bread to kind of like run it.
So I would say it's worth it if you have a good size, not only driveway, but property. Because my fear is, right, if you get like a heated garage and your driveway is not that big, where does the water run off to?
I see what you're saying.
Right? It's got to be a situation where you have a big enough place where the water melts. It can run off into like maybe the road,
Street.
find a sewer somewhere.
Because some people have a flatland type of street, and if they have a flatland type of street, once that's melted, it might roll back into the garage.
Right,
or in their house.
exactly.
I never thought about it until you said
Yeah,
it.
and if you have, with the
Yikes.
amount of snow that falls,
Yeah.
whatever's melting, if by that, down the street, if your drain is not clear, then that stuff is just gonna just sit there.
You
and
see Scarborough?
refreeze.
You see how Scarborough was
Yes.
underwater?
Yes.
Because the drains and stuff were just not done. They were clogged. It was too much snow and stuff, whatever. Apparently, I think firefighters had to go into that neck of the woods.
Right.
This is like in the Brimley area.
Right. Yeah.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
So apparently I think firefighters had to do like 2 or 3 drains, blast those, and then that's how the street got drained again. Because other than that, people were driving through water like they're surviving a flood.
Yeah, I was like, even that same morning when I was shoveling the snow and I seen my neighbor across the street shoveling the snow. As soon as he shoveled and like he threw salt down, and I was like, nah, it doesn't make sense throwing any salt down because yeah, it's gonna melt the snow, but snow is still continuously falling. So all it's gonna do is melt the snow. The snow ain't got nowhere to go. It's just gonna refreeze.
It's black ice.
Yeah. So I said, like, it's tricky, man. It's tricky, but we survived. We survived.
We survived, man. Let's get to these polls. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First poll of the week was, would you go to a mega church? Now, this was a question we discussed on the episode with Blue.
Shout out to Blue, yeah.
Shout out to Blue. But we said we wanted to run it past the peoples and our supporters and stuff. So 78% of the supporters and people participating in the poll said no.
Said no.
They said no, they would not go to a mega church. But I get it though, because I think before the Drewski video, a lot of people felt anti-mega church.
Right.
And Drewski's skit, meaning being a parody of mean it's something that might be real. It signified to a lot of people, this is the reason why I don't go.
Yeah.
I just still love the bar and stuff, whatever. I wear Christian Dior because I'm a Christian. I wear Christian Louboutins because I'm walking in the blood of Christ. Like, you can't make that up.
You can't make that.
That's
up.
a fire bar.
That can't make
That's
that.
a fire bar.
And to show the red bottoms right when
So
you say two, there's like,
That's
I died.
Yo, I'm not mad at the energy.
I died.
He's a big boy floating on strings. So I'm like, yo, the whole
mhm.
team, they did well. But yeah, 78% for that poll.
Okay.
On to the next poll. Question was, are people drinking more or less now? And 80% said they're drinking less. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
You
I
in
kind of
agreement?
felt less as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I feel like that when, like, let's say this. I'm not knocking them more, but when's the last time you bought yourself like a drink?
Well, I mean, I bought myself some alcohol earlier today.
Then fine, blowing and dandy.
Right.
But even, okay, let me ask you this. I went to go visit a homie and we were talking the other day about happy hour.
Okay.
Do you believe happy hour is dead or it's still alive?
I think it's dead.
It's dead.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
When's the last time you partaked in happy hour?
Wow, it would have been.
He's like, wow. Was it Post Malone? Wow.
Maybe 2022
From work.
from work.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is good. Because I can say a few of my coworkers, we do, let's say they do it more than I do.
Yeah.
I just don't show up to a lot of them, but I want to say, for the most part, I went to went to an Axe store on one
Okay.
sometime and stuff in January, earlier this month. And was it December? No, November. November before like the US Thanksgiving time, we went to Rec Room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Square One.
Right.
Because they're like, some people like, I want a bowling drink.
Right.
And I was like, all right, but they only have like 2 bowling lanes and stuff in the Rec Room. So we did it. And it was okay. It was okay. But then it was more of like, everybody was just happy to be there for the happy hour.
For the happy hour.
Because a lot of people, one lady said this, right? And I like how she said it. She said, if the main part of happy hour is to be happy with happy people or just glad and stuff like that, a lot of people are not happy.
No.
So when people drink and stuff, whatever, it's a lot of times to kind of relieve what they're going through.
Yes.
Right? Back to my homie when we were having a conversation about happy hour. He's like, a lot of people want to go to Cheers. There's like where everybody knows your
Everybody
name.
knows the name.
The space is limited and stuff like that, whatever. They might have a TV on or maybe.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like the ceiling is low. So it creates an atmosphere for people to just mingle.
They're just drinking for a purpose. It's not even like it's if they could probably go there without drinking, they might be still ending up there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then, and then he said a lot of places and stuff have like kitchens and stuff. So it's kind of like the foods are kind of like bringing you there.
Right.
More than the drinks. When then some old places and stuff from back in the day, you got beer nuts. That's why it's called beer nuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right.
You know, when you're talking about this now, and I'm thinking about it in a certain perspective, would it be okay? Let's say not necessarily happy hour, right? That maybe not necessarily the time that it's happening, but maybe the socializing may still be continuing, but at a different time. And I only ask that to say this. Remember, I was telling you about a lot of the older folks, my age. Their thing is not happy hour, but every Friday they'll go to like the local bar and hang out and congregate. They call it church.
I heard one person call it headquarters.
Headquarters?
Headquarters.
Headquarters.
I was like, your home's not headquarters? All right, fuck it.
So, you know what I mean? So they gather and then let's say a Friday night, I know where I'm gonna see certain people.
Right.
Because that's where.
Because you know where to go.
Right. Would that be considered like a form of happy hour, even though it's not happening at that time?
I would still crack it in and stuff whatever for that.
Right.
To me. Like, I don't make the rules. Like, I'm not like, like the guy who runs bar rescue and stuff. But I feel like I would quantify it because even if it's a once a week thing,
right,
then from a business perspective, the
You
owners,
know, at that point, okay, you're gonna make some money. Like just like
Right.
how you would institute a happy hour to know, okay,
pretty
this
much.
return,
So you
make
you want to allocate like
Right.
everything for that Friday for your establishment, right?
Right.
But I think it's just in general, a lot of people they just don't go, right?
Mm,
Like I can say this. I told you I went to a place and stuff in Saga, and they were heavy racist.
yes, yes,
We went around happy hour time. I was done work and stuff like 4. I met up with my peoples and stuff. I'm gonna say about like 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
right.
And yeah, we weren't greeted with like a warm kind of welcoming thing, whatever. And this place, pretty much the ceiling was low, establishment wasn't that big
Yeah,
and stuff. So just the, let's say, the energy and the feeling and the vibe that they gave us,
right.
why would we want to set foot in that happy hour and stuff like that again when we barely might do happy hour?
Here's a question I have for you.
Sure.
The people that were there, right?
Mm.
Would you consider that being
Their
that
happy hour?
bar cheers crowd
Probably for them.
for them,
Probably for them.
right? Everybody in there is local. They know each other.
Yeah.
You guys coming in, you're not a part of that cheers crowd, and they're not welcoming you to become
But
part of
yet,
that.
when their business goes under and stuff, they're looking for new people to
Yeah,
come. So
yeah.
if you're not making it welcoming for new people, how the fuck is your business gonna thrive and survive?
Right. See, and I think that's a problem with a lot of these restaurants who are not willing to open up their doors to other patrons.
Right. Because
They're depending on this core crowd. What happens when that core crowd disappears?
business done. I seen a place. There's a place and stuff I drive. I used to drive past a lot in Cleveland, and it was a bar, so to speak. And I shit you not, on the outside there's a big sign, members only.
Hmm.
Right.
All
And
right.
every time I saw the members only thing and stuff, I was like, well, when all those members die, I guess this place is done, and they're okay with that,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm not a member. This is right around the corner from my aunt's house.
Right.
I can walk to this bitch.
Right.
And I'm like, you're telling me like, oh, this is for members only? Well, fuck it then. I might as well drive to the liquor store, get me a bottle, and just chill out with the fam.
Yeah, because I mean, the whole idea is opening up a pub or establishment like that is like you're serving the
Patron.
community.
Yeah, the
the
community.
people in the community.
Yeah.
Right? So if I move into the community now, Jimmy, I gotta go swear some blood oath and become a member to drink some brew with that. What's going on?
Too much. Too much
That's
is
too
going on.
much. It's too
Too much
much.
is way going on. Okay. All right. Next poll was, does it take luck or skill to be a millionaire? And what do you think the polls came up with?
Hmm.
Remember, there's mad instant scratch off tickets.
Yeah,
There's
buddy. Yeah,
there's
man.
millionaires winning the lotto. Ain't take no skill but to spend that money and pick the numbers.
I still say skill.
It's still skill.
I still say skill.
64% said skill.
Yeah.
64% said skill. So tell me why you say skill.
I say skill because your odds are probably better if you train yourself
Mhm.
on that pursuit to win the millions than you scratching that ticket.
So I used to think that, right?
Yeah.
But I realized, like, for me, certain people know their luck. And some people, like, I think when you know self,
Yeah.
it's even better. And I say that because I have a former coworker. She actually retired too. She just retired November, right?
Right.
She said her sister's a doctor, right? She's a pharmacist. Her sister, she said, her sister has all the luck.
Mhm.
All the luck. Everybody begs her sister to participate into like lotto, this,
Right,
whatever
right,
the fuck,
right,
because they
right.
know her luck is A1.
She's the charm.
She's the charm, right? My coworker specifically said to her sister and stuff, she's like, say lotto maxes at like 50 mil.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, I wouldn't mind taking this and stuff. Like, get it to 50 mil. I'll play and stuff for that. But she played with us at work, but she's like, I want to play with my sister.
Right.
My
yeah.
sister's luck is, and when she explained the thing about her sister,
Yeah.
she shit you not. She said, I'm gonna call my sister and I'm gonna make sure I let her know today that, like, you know, my e-transfer her like $40, put towards the lotto ticket and stuff, whatever. Like, I think in the summer when it was like 70 mil,
Right.
you know, they won $3 grand.
Wow.
They won $3 grand, just her and her sister. Because
Just
she's
her
like,
sister.
I playing the lotto and stuff like that, da da da, whatever. And everything. She's like, yeah, you don't need it because you're a doctor,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but
yeah.
like, for me.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So she's like, all right, fuck it. And she's like, oh wow, we won $3,000. We didn't win the big prize.
Extendo clip the luck
Dog,
over here.
I told
Extendo clip the luck.
I said, here, I'm like, tell your sister this is my number. This is the fuck I look like.
Right.
So when this number calls and stuff, whatever, answer. We got some business
You got
transactions,
some business
to do.
transactions, huh?
If I had to rub her hair, her foot, something.
Something.
I need that look.
I'm in.
I think the skill aspect is definitely a thing is undermined, but I noticed a lot of people don't participate with consistency, but yet they will still say skill because they know for a fact that like over a period of time, though the work turns into skill.
Yes.
Right? But they don't want to put in the work for it to turn into skill. So they said, fuck it, we'll buy a lotto ticket.
We'll buy the lottery ticket. It's the easy way out.
I feel like, to keep it a buck, I want to say, sometime in 2023, 24, I felt like I couldn't win the lotto. I feel like, if any case, other business ventures would bring me the millions.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing it like that. I'll play with other people. I'm like, hopefully their luck might get us by.
Right.
But other than that, no.
Yeah. It's the same here. I don't play lotto like that anymore. It's like it's got to be like one of those crazy amounts that like okay.
And somebody persuaded you to do it.
I'd be a fool not to.
Because
play.
Think about how many times. Think about how many times you probably saw the lotto. Let's say you're driving, you're at a light. Let's say you look over to the gas station, and you know some gas stations you can probably see have a perfect line of view,
right?
And see that OLG sign, whatever, for like the lotto's at 50 million, 649 is at this.
Yeah.
How often are you inclined to say, you know what? Since I saw it, I'm gonna turn and go in there and buy a ticket? Rare.
Very rare. Very rare. But I tell you what, I used to do, and then I went the total opposite of just buying every week. I used to buy when I got the feeling.
I like that. I'd rather go with that.
Yeah.
Than every week.
And I was like, I went to that every week, and I was like, no, I went back to whenever I get the feeling. And I tell you what, because it happened to me one time. One morning I was heading to work, and I was coming off the highway, and my mind said, buy a scratch ticket. So I pulled off the highway, right? And the first store I went into, I just went and I bought a scratch ticket. And lo and behold, it was the Cash for Life. And you know they had the 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Each little game that I scratched, I won $20 off.
Balling.
And I was like,
small victories, folks.
I was like, oh shit. That was just me having the inkling to just play.
Right.
Another time I was actually going to play numbers, right? Just the regular lotto numbers at this local corner shop when I was living in Brampton.
Mm.
And then I was there, my mom said, just buy a scratch ticket. So I looked at the guy and said, all right, sell me a scratch ticket.
You let him pick?
And no, I just sell me a scratch ticket. I was looking to pick, and he goes, these ones just came in. He goes, they're a little bit more pricey, but they just came in. So it's like, run it. Scratched it, $250.
What the fuck? Let's go. Let's go.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just play when I feel an inkling, or I feel a vibe to play. I'll just play. Because any other time that I just regularly just playing for the thought of just playing, I don't win shit.
Keep it a buck. I want to say when my hands are scratching me for like a duration,
I'll
buy a scratch.
You buy a scratching.
I'll buy a scratch off.
Yeah, man, let's go on those instincts, man.
Go on some luck. Let's see what luck, how far luck can get us. All right. The last poll was, have you lost hope in humanity? Yes. And what have you got?
Ooh. I'm gonna say no.
You said no. 83% said no. That's good. Shout out to these.
That is good.
Shout out to the people who's so optimistic.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that high.
You didn't think it was gonna be that high?
No. I knew they would probably be more on the positive side, but I was thinking like maybe around 70, 75.
Okay. So with the world, a lot going on in the world.
A lot going on.
A lot is going on in the world. Do you leave it up to, I want to say, I say medias like social media and news. Do you leave it up to medias or leave it up to yourself to see the good in humanity?
I leave it up to myself.
And how do you go about doing that now? Because a lot of people, they're more, I don't want to say tunnel vision, and I'm not speaking for you, but it's kind of like you wake up, you do whatever in your zone, you drive to work, you go back home, and after work you go back home, you're kind of locked in.
Yeah.
How do you see the beauty in the world when most people live a life like that?
Just within that period of time, it's just the people who I'm around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really just the people that I'm around, and I'm
Like coworkers?
coworkers,
Okay.
especially the coworkers,
Okay.
and then it's and the it's the guy who comes and picks up my skids. You know what I mean? It's the delivery guy, like the people who I see on a regular basis,
Mhm.
enough that where we start having conversations about more than stuff that's just life. And when I speak
I
to
dig
those,
that though.
yeah, when I speak to those guys, it's like it's not that it's not that nothing bad is not happening or nothing bad is going on in their world. It's just that they acknowledge it. Well, we may talk about it, but again, we keep it pushing, and we've
Resilience.
resilience. We find solutions and stuff like that. That sort of thing I don't get from I don't get that from social media, right?
Interesting.
It's like you get that one post, and he's like that. You may respond to that one post, but it's not a conversation going back and forth where you may at some point come to a completion of things. I think social media, it's all uncompleted trauma. you can't you can't complete all the trauma that's there.
You're absolutely correct. To me, I feel like you're spot on, because when you were saying it, it's like you can take a piece of information from social media and see something, but then when you're having a conversation with somebody who might have seen the same thing,
Yeah,
it's kind of like, I think the back and forth is like iron sharpens iron.
right.
Because now you'd be like, yo, I saw this. You find this fake? And like, yo, I saw it too. It is actually fake and stuff, whatever. But then the whole world has a lot of things set up. But I know this is real. And it's kind of like, yeah, stay woke. Like these people try to slip this by you.
Right.
And it's kind of, again, iron sharpens iron. A lot of people do not have that debate because people, like, there's something about social media.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a rhetoric that says, you can do it all by yourself and you don't need anybody until you
nuts.
have these outside
And
media
yeah.
interactions with
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
That's fair. That is so true. Because you like, when you said it, I was like, shit, you're right. So check this. This week, I guess you can add it to the joy, but I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys, right? We went for ramen and I didn't see him and stuff in a minute. It's cold as fuck now, double negatives.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went for hot food and shit like that. And I'm here in the booth. He's more in the outside seat.
Right.
And I guess this is a mother and daughter to my right.
Okay.
Right. So the daughter's like in the outside seat and the mom's in the booth. Right.
Yeah.
So I said something about women.
Right.
Right. And like the thing that always kills me is stuff about women. Ladies, I'm coming for you now, but I mean no harm and stuff, no matters. It's just that I'm just a girl, like, you're a man. Fix the problem and everything. Be like,
Right.
you had it.
Yeah, yeah.
You had it. You could have did
You
it,
coulda
but you
did.
chose not
Yeah.
to, or you chose to not give a damn, right? So when I'm saying this to my boy, he's like, this shit would kill me. I know it happens to me. It happens to him, and his wife does it to him all the time. And like women I've been with, the lady now to the right of me, when she's getting out of the booth, she's like, I know you guys seem like you guys are on your peace path in life, because most men, they come to this point where they want peace.
Right.
But we don't want you to get obnoxiously angry at us.
Yes.
We just want you to get on our angry level. Don't cuss us out. Just
Right.
be excited about something as much as we are. And I promise you, it'll diffuse us a lot more sooner. So the daughter now, she's looking like, is that how it works to be an older woman or whatever? She's like, you don't have a man yet. You don't understand. They're men.
Yeah,
Right? When
yeah.
she said that, I gave her a high five.
Yeah.
And I was like, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
That shit social media might tell you, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete.
Until you have a conversation with another
incomplete.
person.
Right.
You're absolutely correct. So yeah, I feel that. I respect that. Well said, man. Let's not lose hope in humanity, folks.
It's not, man.
You have
It's
to be a human being in order to have humanity. Some of these motherfuckers, they're just earthlings. They just live here.
They just
They don't have no compassion for nobody.
nothing.
All right.
All right.
We got through the polls.
Okay.
Where do you want to start? What do you want to talk about?
Uh,
You tell me where you want to start.
let's start with those now popping up on the Epstein list.
Okay, talk about it. Where you want to start? I feel like, and I'll start with this. First of all, there is a So Say the Sons question, Ask the Sons question from somebody about the Epstein stuff.
Right.
But I'll say this. Do you believe now is the time to get upset or feel the type of weight of the Epstein list when there's still so much more information to come out? Because I feel like it's coming in waves now. So it's kind of like when they release something, everybody makes it the trending. Because like when they saw Michael Jackson and the photos, Bill Clinton and everything,
right,
they went nuts.
Yeah.
Then other shit in the world happened, they calmed down.
Right.
And then another part of stuff went up, they went nuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like the wave and stuff is gonna come to an end?
I think no, I don't think so.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't think so is to how the Epstein Files are being used in my eyes.
Speak on it.
As a distraction.
Yeah. We can agree on that, my guy.
It's like
we can agree on that.
What do you call it? The drip, the slow drip.
I call it the Kansas City Shuffle.
The Kansas City, yeah.
When everybody's looking right, you go left.
You go left.
And they're like, Epstein. I was like, World War III is here now. Like,
it's
fuck your Epstein list.
It's here. It's like we're here now, and the fact that they're gonna give you artists like names popping up on the list, you ought to know by now. It's all distraction. It's all distraction.
I don't believe a lot of people feel that way. Now, I'm not questioning no one's intelligence.
Right.
I'm not going to call nobody stupid or anything of sort, but either the distraction is that good or people just don't care. Because I don't believe the distraction is that good, right?
Right.
But I think a lot of people, like, even talking about, like, my peoples and stuff, whatever, not getting the coverage for snow removal.
Yeah.
And she's in South Carolina, other people and stuff going through their chronicles and stuff like that. The weather is one thing occupying, I want to say, half of the United States of America.
Yeah.
A good portion of Canada.
Yeah.
Right? No one's focused on that as much compared to the Epstein list. And it's not done. So that's why I kind of just tapped out. I was like, you know what? When they come up, I'm like, oh shit, damn, they're on there. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. Any new names they mention, it wouldn't surprise me.
None of the names surprises
me. Because if any case, if you're not on that list, consider yourself a have not.
Okay. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. You'd have to understand when you're at that level and you roll amongst a certain crowd, not everybody in those crowds are going to be desirable people.
That's a fact.
You have to be of that realization at that point, right? You have arms dealers who rub shoulders with governments and clergymen.
I know.
And they all eat and wine and dine together. It's like it's not unbeknownst for certain names to be popping up on certain lists, even if they are nowhere close to doing whatever might be said to be done.
I know.
It's just that crowd, right? So these names just popping up, it's just, hey, let's just give them a celebrity to salivate over while we continue to just say which countries we want to take over at this point.
So the one with Pusha T, I guess, giving a girl or drugging a chick, and Jay-Z and somebody else having a time with them, and then
Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
So I'm saying
Harvey
to myself, so I'm saying to
Weinstein.
myself, how far are we removed from Harvey Weinstein? How did Jay-Z's name never got brought up during the Harvey Weinstein shit?
Because some of them were still under the drug that Pusha T gave. Allegedly. 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 Yo, I think I was minding my business stuff. I was having lunch at work.
Yeah.
And I opened up my phone and stuff, and I just opened up my phone and it's like right there and stuff. Like I think on one of the blogs or something I follow. I opened on Instagram. I looked. I'm like, I'm eating my food one hand. I look. I'm like, damn, Jigga, you in this too? I'm like, Pusha T.
Pusha T?
I'm like, well, you have a drug history, so the lady said she's been drugged by you. Well, back to regular world.
Back to regular world.
Yeah, because I'm like, yo, they're gonna constantly throw some things, but it goes back to your hero thing, whatever. Don't follow your heroes. They might find a way to let you down.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, it's the have and the have-nots.
It's the have and the have-nots, man.
If you had the money, you had the lifestyle or the world, you were there.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
You were there. There's tons of things that us, let's say, the world saw Prince William and Kate get married.
Right.
Right? The world saw that. They saw them in the streets. They saw the ceremony and everything like that. How many of y'all saw the after party? Zero. Just the ones that were there.
Yeah.
Same thing, the Met Gala. The Met Gala, that stairway, that stair entrance.
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers see that. What color is the cutlery? None of y'all saw that.
None of y'all seen that.
It's them and us.
Yeah.
It's the have and the have not. If you never seen it, congratulations. You're on the have not side. If you've seen it, you might be on the Epstein list.
I was about to say, listen, man. Those Davos meetings would probably be boring since Epstein had been locked up and getting done away with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because Epstein probably bought the entertainment. Because that's what he's known for doing.
That's what he's known for doing.
So that's a fact. Yikes. My other take and stuff pertaining to the Epstein Files is I don't wanna like linger and stuff on like President Trump, but I want to ask you what he's saying about the Dems kind of like damaging people's credibility,
right,
and everything with releasing like, you know, these files and stuff like that, right? Do you believe that there might be enough information there to get him impeached?
Yes, I believe so.
Really?
I think so.
Interesting. For some odd reason and stuff, whatever, I want to say, let's say this. In his last term, Epstein and stuff did die, right? And if any case, I would have thought that when Epstein and like the affiliation of Donald Trump was known, I thought that might have been enough to kind of get him impeached.
Right.
I think with the release of everything, not so much for me. I just think like the waves thing, because if you're releasing this and you're on the Dem side and you want him to be gone, so to speak, why not bring out the stuff that might get him gone?
Because bringing out the stuff that will get him gone probably might affect a lot of people in the Dems party as well.
But so then what's the purpose of you trying to force this list? Because it's kind of like, let's say this. Let's say I'm third tier to the top.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not at the bottom, third tier to the top. I want to push, like I'm bootleg Democrat, and I want to push to put this list out there, right? And let's say the lieutenant of the game, because I'm sergeant, so the lieutenants of the game and the captains of the game looking like shit. We popped a few bottles and stuff back in the day, Epstein's spot and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Right.
Why are we looking as a collective that we're trying to push this when, you get me?
Because it looks good to your constituents and you want to get back into the office next time around.
Until they call your name.
But that's just the thing.
Because
I don't think they're ever gonna call. I don't think certain people. I don't think they're ever gonna call you games. I think what we're looking at now is the theatrics. I'm gonna argue with you, right? To say you release this, you release this, you release this, knowing that full well that you'll probably never release it, right? But as long as my people see me saying, you release this, you release this, you release this, you release this, by the time it comes around for me to get, go back into the primaries and stuff like that, you can't say I didn't try and fight for you guys to get the paperwork that you need to release.
That's what Trump uses to get elected. To me, I feel like he stood on the transgenders and stuff in sports.
Yeah.
And when I'm elected, I release the Epstein list. And then once
Yes.
he got elected, no list was released.
Right. But
So
I think he ever planned on releasing it.
right. So I was like, what the hell? And I was like, so when I hear like the Democrats had like the powers and stuff, whatever to this, I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then because I automatically assumed that every Democrat who had, I want to say, like on that chain of power,
Yeah.
would have got redacted. Because it's kind of like, let's say Bernie Sanders at one time went, and I'm just allegedly, I'm not accusing Bernie, but let's say he did go,
Yeah.
right, to an Epstein party when like it might have been like a tamer night.
Right.
The fact of the matter is that he still went.
Yes.
So if they're like, they have a, damn, I was gonna say manifesto. That's not the word I'm looking for, but let's say an itinerary of who was supposed to show up.
Attendee, yeah.
He's still on that list.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the list.
But then if now they're looking like, oh shit, hold on, Bernie is like a key component to the Dem side and stuff like, especially while he's alive.
Right.
We don't even want to release his name because it's gonna salt the rest of our program up.
Right.
So we'll just redact his shit. So Bernie probably had 2 photos of like him like sipping on strawberry daiquiris or some shit like that. Some young girls and stuff, whatever, like beside him. And they're like, whoa, this photo, we're just gonna burn this here.
I think that's what we're witnessing is the waves and the sanitization of the files.
Well,
they're going. I mean, those files are being scrubbed as we speak.
That's fair.
They're being scrubbed as we speak. And again, we'll release every now and then. We'll release something out there to make you feel like, oh, we're actually doing something, but they ain't doing shit.
No, we're not doing nothing.
They probably, you know what I mean? They probably looked at Jay-Z and Pusha and said, "Y'all, listen, man. We're all gonna use your name. Here's a 10 milli here. Here's a 10 milli here. We're just gonna need to use your name for 2 weeks. Don't worry, you know the news cycle already. 2 weeks, your name will be out the news."
No, the news needs everybody. You need a villain once a week.
You need a villain once a week.
You need a villain once a week. And I think that's the thing when when Trump stopped becoming like every week target, that's when they aim at other people and stuff. Because they're kind of like, all right, we need a villain. We already know, like, the president is this, he is who he is and stuff. But the point here, right now, I think the villainry, I don't want to say,
I want to say the week prior, Nicki was the villain.
Is she still not the villain?
No, but I think, see, here's my conspiracy theory, folks.
Cook.
Nicki was the villain, right? She'd have made her way and suck up to Trump to the point where she now has the eyes on her enemy, who is Jay-Z.
Sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. I forgot I was recording the podcast. It was a eureka moment. I'm still here. I'm still here, folks. It's you need a lot of power to go for the head of the snake.
You need a lot of power.
You need a lot of power to go for the head of the snake. Much as if you're gonna attack a billionaire, you gotta get a billionaire.
You have to get a billionaire to attack a billionaire. You have to.
When did the Carter 6? The Carter 6 dropped the ending of last year sometime. I feel like it dropped like either September-ish to the end of the last quarter of last year.
Right.
The song that her and Weezy did, and she aimed at Jay-Z and she aimed at Charlemagne and like that song, forget what it's called. But when she aimed at them, it's kind of like the social media was one aspect of aiming at him. Right. Making comments and regards and stuff, whatever, to that. But then now, you have new allies.
Yes.
You have new allies.
Yes.
I never recall Nicki Minaj ever saying she was a Donald Trump fan.
I never
recall until recent.
Right.
So then, if Jay-Z has always been like a thorn in her side.
And think about it, right? We have not heard Jay-Z denounced Trump, but we haven't heard him endorse Trump either.
Correct.
But we know
He endorsed Obama.
and him and Beehive endorsed the whole
They endorsed Obama and Hillary. Yeah.
Right? So right away, you're to Trump's base, you're not a supporter already.
You're non-supporting. Correct.
So if I'm Nicki and I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We can take the heat off of me. Is he anywhere? Let's
look in.
Let's Control F and type in Jay-Z on the files.
Did you say Control F?
Control F.
The function key.
For find and just type in Jay-Z and see what pops up.
Fuck. I want to see this the way how this plays out now. What's your theory? I would love to see how it plays out, and I'll tell you why. And this is just from what hearsay is, what it is, all alleged.
Right.
Is it Desiree Perez, the chick who helps him run Rock Nation?
Yeah.
I've heard that from him, his drug dealing history.
Yeah.
A lot of my people who are anti-Jay-Z, like friends of mine,
yeah,
they say he's an informant.
Okay.
I have 3 friends personally that say, you worship an informant. That's what they tell me. They're like, you worship an informant, but you don't like nobody snitching.
Yeah.
They're like, how do you move that much drugs? No one catches you, but the only person that knows you move drugs like that and stuff, whatever, you partner with and Rock Nation.
Yeah.
And now every egregious thing that can happen under your wing, because you're an FBI informant and she turned informant.
Yeah.
And nothing, no fire comes over there and stuff for her. Like even with the Meg Thee Stallion thing, and all, so I'm like, you might be onto something. But I want to watch it play some more because I want to say, I kill conspiracy theories if they don't come out and fruition and stuff within 6 months.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because some people are still harping on like certain things about 9/11. Let the fuck go.
Yeah, you gotta
let
you
gotta exactly.
You gotta let it go.
Exactly. So I feel like for me, I'll let it go 6 months if I see nothing develops.
Yeah.
Until this, you got me. You got my vote for now.
Yeah.
I'll see you in June.
See me in June.
We'll see what happens in June.
See me in June.
If I don't see shit pop up, whatever, I'm like, leave Jigga alone. Nicki Minaj is the new Maleficent.
Listen, man. 50, keep pushing, brother. I know if there's dirt out there, I'm looking for 50 to scoop it up.
Keep it up, Bob.
I'm looking for. He already said he's on the trail. So if there's dirt out there in 6 months' time, 50 will be the person I'll be tapping in on.
Keep it a buck. I think, and you know, I think that I was saying this to my homeboy, and I'll bring it to you as a joke. Is 50 Cent the new Jesus? Jesus been crucified.
Yeah.
He came back.
Yeah.
50's been shot 9 times.
And came back. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No matter how many people in the world, because a lot of people will clap and say Christianity is the youngest of the religions.
Right.
We all know the slogan, Jesus is king. We know you can't cross who? Curtis Jackson.
Can't cross Curtis Jackson.
You can't cross Curtis Jackson. So one of my other homeboy who's in the conversation, he's like, you guys give 50 too much credit.
Wait a second. No, Curtis Jackson, he's a Trump guy too, no?
To my knowledge, I feel like they don't have bad ties, but I feel like it's decent.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Yes.
So I want to say, because you know what Diddy talking about, like begging for pardons?
Right.
And everything. I even said this stuff, I'm like, when he said he's not pardoned, I said to myself, I'm like, nigga, 50 got to him already.
50, man.
50 got to him already.
50, man. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like we take it for granted because we're not in those circles to see how those power moves happen. But you're right.
What would 50 Cent do?
An informant here, right?
Mm-hmm.
A money deal here. Something, because a lot of people are saying they can't have no papers to be in the U.S.
But she bought her golden visa.
That's what I'm saying. So
Kevin Leary bought his too.
So you're in certain circles, right? And you understand how it's gonna move. You understand which friends to make friends with, and you understand how to get at your enemies through certain friends that you make friends with.
The enemy of my what? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's my friend.
no one loves the president and big a fan of the president as I am. I was like, yes, Nicki.
Go on, girl.
Yo, flash that golden
Go on,
visa,
girl.
man. Yo, when I saw her and Kevin Leary, I was like, Nicki's Trini, Kevin Leary's Canadian,
yeah.
but they're both millionaires. And Trump's like, come up here, you beautiful, you wonderful man, you. It's like, never mind. Kevin Leary had enough money to already become a dual citizen in America.
Yeah.
Before Trump. But I want to say early Shark Tank days, he could have been. He was a multimillionaire. He could have been, but he chose not to until this golden opportunity came up.
If you understand the level of corruption that's about to take place and the amount of millions of dollars that are about to change hands, you're up there with your million for your gold card.
Yes.
You're up there with your million for your gold card.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would make sense.
It's yeah.
All right. Well then, the Epstein Files. What else you got? What's on?
Well,
your
I mean,
mind?
we hit Onika. So the Onika and Don Lemon, because he done got him arrested.
Yes.
She's moving with power. She's moving with power out here.
Do you believe now? And because I know, like, she clapped at him and stuff, whatever, right? Several times.
Right.
Do you believe this is a way of testing her power, her new power? Because I always say this: if you're a superhero, or you realize you have superpowers, you got to test it out and see how far you can go with it, whatever, right? I feel like this is just a test of the power.
Yeah.
So I feel like right now, because a lot of people are seeing a lot of anti-Nicki campaign and rhetorics and stuff out there. Like we saw Billy Porter on some red carpet somewhere saying his piece. Do you believe, my question to you is that, do you believe that her power could be, I want to say, game-changing or just enough to make her feel good? Because the girl she's been talking about in Nigeria, and that's game-changing.
Yeah.
Consider the fact that U.S. they didn't choose to involve themselves.
Right.
To now they're thinking about stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Do you believe her power is game-changing or just a little welcome to the club?
She's got welcome to the club power.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think game-changing?
No.
Do you think she can earn game-changing? Or it's kind of like, this is what you pay for. This is where you are.
She can, but she's going to want to have to be game-changing.
Like run for a spot in politics? Possible?
Yeah, and maybe not necessarily run for a spot in politics, but make those important friends.
Which she's doing.
Yeah, make those important friends. Right. Definitely, that is how you start gaining interest on your side.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the dust settles, because at some point the dust will settle. And when the dust settles,
mm-hmm.
and then these billionaires are just kicking back, relishing off their billions, then maybe you can approach them and say, hey, listen, you got all the money in the world. I'm just doing something over here. Just give me like a 50 mil. You know what I mean? And at times of peace, these guys, they're happy-go-lucky. They might just say, okay, whatever, 50 mil. I don't even care what you want to do with that 50 mil. You want to go save the world? Fine, save the world. This is not costing me anything.
But they come back for that, though, in some space, shape, or form.
Oh, yeah, but when they need you.
I always feel like there's blood contracts and stuff, whatever.
100%. 100%. But you're already there. She's already signed that blood contract.
That's definitely. I've never heard of glazed Donald Trump.
That's what I'm saying. She's already signed that contract, right? So there's no turning back. So you might as well use whatever you can use when you can use it.
That's fair.
They quick to yank that rug, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. Look at Diddy, man. Diddy had all the protection in the world. Diddy just rubbed somebody wrong.
Pun intended. Diddy intended. Yo, I see somebody and stuff was like, this white guy at work. He's like, why this wall feels like this, whatever, right? So I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it just feels kind of like slimy. Was P. Diddy here? I was like, he's still locked up in New York. He's not in Canada.
No.
No. So like everybody's using from the butt of the jokes.
Literally.
So, yeah. Unintended.
Pun intended.
I stumbled upon something, right?
Right.
And I wanted to ask you and stuff, First of all, let's start off. February 1st, Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History
Black History
Month.
Month should really be 365, but we are here. We'll take the code this month in this bitch for now. Don't give me your reasons and stuff like that. Y'all kill Kwanzaa in America.
They killed Kwanzaa.
They kill Kwanzaa and stuff, whatever in America.
You think it would have been major uproar if they tried to kill Black History Month?
They did.
They did.
Remember last year they never went hard because he got in office before February came in and he said no DEI. So they if the schools or the places, it was a chose thing. Radios were silent.
Yeah.
A lot of logos and stuff you've seen this past year, I don't know about you, but it pertains to America, they didn't turn into rainbow or like the trans flag colors and stuff, whatever.
No.
The DEI is dead over there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So Kwanzaa wasn't doing shit. They're like, silence. For the Black History Month thing, right? Before we came into today, which is the 1st, last week, during the snowstorm time, I found out that, I ask you this while I'm cooking. Do you believe Jay-Z and Beyonce are the new Carters? The Kennedys. The Carters are the new Kennedys. Or bigger?
No.
They're not the new Kennedys?
No.
Okay. I'll tell you why I believe they I've heard a lot of useless rhetoric somewhere. Like, remember I told you that some girl cracked a joke with it on Beyonce's internet, you're talking shit?
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much the Black community elevates Beyonce. Like, even and Beehive, I love you. Please don't come for me. Come for Smooth. How high they elevate Beyonce.
Yes.
To the point where those who do talk bad about Queen B,
right,
they'll be held to pay. And it's not including the chick that the storyline about Swarm killing people. It just, they don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't mess with their ruler.
Yeah.
That kingship rulership has rolled over into a lot of social circles. You know that.
Yes.
Right? I feel like we know about their kids, certain shit that they do, even though we don't care, we still know.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like they're the new Kennedys. Because regardless, if they do something, it's news making. From Jay-Z doing NFL shit is news making. From Beyonce putting up 2 photos of pregnancy is news making.
Yeah.
Beyonce and Kim Kardashian break the internet, apparently.
Yeah.
So those are my reasons why I feel like they're the new Kennedys.
I think for me it's kind of hard to put them to the Kennedys. Yes, their popularity is outstanding. They've cultivated a mass following between the two of them of fans, and it's now they're bringing their fans into different aspects apart from their music, right? So,
that's true.
So with that, I say in that regards, I think they're up there. I don't think the reason why I wouldn't say Kennedys, because I think with the Kennedys, I think they kind of transcended that political theater of you would have to be a Democratic to like kind of like me.
For the Kennedys.
Yeah, I think that just family, I think they were just loved by both Democrats and Republicans alike. I think there's a certain crowd that just likes Beyonce and Jay-Z, and even though it's a good amount of it, I don't think it's enough for them to sway any sort of real power like the Kennedy has.
But we were just talking about the whole thing with him being like supporting Obama, supporting Hillary. And I want to say the Hillary probably didn't get them the W.
Right.
But I feel like in that process and stuff, with them doing those things, again, like I said, allegedly is Jay-Z is an informant, and he has another person and stuff who turned informant, like legal informant,
Yeah.
and is working with him and stuff. I feel like they got smart enough to say they're not putting themselves in a political sphere,
Right.
but from this side, they can use their money to get politically what they want. Cuba, the embargo thing, when they went there, they got denied and stuff, whatever. Motherfuckers both made a split. The next thing you know what? Obama opens it up for Cuba and stuff when they've been endorsing Obama.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a conspiracy. I'm just going by what the facts that's just laid out there.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like a lot of people would argue that they are the new Kennedys.
But okay, so under Obama's watch, they were able to do that, right?
Uh-huh.
Would they be able to do that under Trump's watch?
Probably not all that type of power, because again, their peoples are not in play.
Right.
Right. So let's say if, like, you know, RIP, but let's resurrect him real quick. Let's say John F. Kennedy was alive, right?
Right.
If John F. Kennedy was alive and he wasn't president anymore, I still think he will still hold power and flex to like sway to and fro. So it doesn't have to be directly him in charge or directly your people's directly in charge.
Yeah.
I still feel like if you still got pull and stuff where you're still on the level of going up and good,
Right.
and your money is not getting dwindled and minimum scandals,
Yes.
you win.
Yes. Yeah.
So I feel like you can control
and I think he'd be. I think they would be kicking ass right now and then, regardless of whose party's in position.
And
That's
I feel like that's the same thing when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Because if any case, Trump's been in power and stuff, whatever, before and out. And Beyonce never lost steam.
Yeah.
Nor Jay-Z lost steam. And it's just, I want to say now it's no longer a Democratic kind of party. They've kind of taken a little step back from that scene and that world until their powers or the people that they want to push and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure they probably go to a party, be like, hey, this is Smooth right here. He's going to be the next primary candidate and stuff,
sure,
whatever
the
the thing. They're like,
Yeah.
this is Jay-Z. And you know, a lot of people are starstruck. I love hearing these starstruck stories about Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, these people really turn instant idiot. And I'm like, they're Jay-Z. I hope one day if I ever meet you, I don't want to turn idiot like them. Because I see Exhibit like, oh my gosh, I saw Jay-Z. I saw Jay-Z. I saw Jay-Z. And then if Jay-Z asks you for a favor, like, yo, I got this money transaction, this money move for me and for us. It could be lucrative for you. We should go on business stuff. Jay-Z might only want you because you have a Republican in your back pocket.
Yes.
And then he might look at stuff as like, yo, you know, next time you have a dinner party and you invite such and such, whatever, like, you know, wouldn't mind being there. Sure, no problem.
Right.
Once you see Jay and him whisper, or you see him, Jay and Beyonce whisper and stuff, whatever, you already know your position's been filled.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like they still have this power.
Okay.
Kennedys. Now, back to this Beyonce thing. With that power being the Kennedys and who the hell they are. My side question before I start one more time, are we not allowed to celebrate ourselves?
We should celebrate ourselves.
Beyonce has a song called Creole, and it's about bigging up light-skinned people.
Right.
It never made it to North American light. Why not? The queen of black people, the Kennedys.
Yeah.
She's a Kennedy now.
Yeah.
Why can't she make a song about bigging up light-skinned people when she's a light-skinned woman? Tell me. During Black History Month, I want you to tell me now.
You would hope she would be able to do it, right? But the fact that women are going to be women regardless. And as soon as we're not included or we feel less included over somebody else because of a feature, it becomes problematic. So if all the black women were brown skin, there wouldn't be an issue because they would defend her as a black woman against anybody else who had an issue of her talking about brown skinned women, right? But because we have black women or darker skinned women, right? Who, for the longest time, I have no reason why we still are even bothered by colorism. But for that simple fact that, you know, we're still bothered by colorism, we can't see somebody celebrate them being happy with their skin tone.
I'm ready now.
Go ahead.
So why did Beyonce make a song called Brown Skin Girl, bigging up the dark skinned women? Skin dark like Kelly Rowland, Naomi, Lupita. Why is that okay, but the Creole song is not?
Because she catered to black women.
The Creole women are black women.
Creole women are black women.
What? So I don't understand. Why is it okay to celebrate? That means the dark skinned people are celebrating more than light skinned people then. And then that's going to be another argument because people are going to say, so I'm like, how is it possible?
So that brown girl, is it just only like dark skinned women or did she throw
what, the brown skin girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So you never heard that song. So, okay, St. John. Yeah. I don't know. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearl.
Okay, yes.
That song.
Okay, yes.
That song, she's talking about dark skinned women.
Right.
She brought Kelly in, who we know is dark skinned.
Right.
Naomi, Lupita.
Right.
I didn't hear no light skin shout outs.
No. But I think the fact that they're saying brown skin girls, I think the light skin girls kind of just, well, she's really talking about us, but because she doesn't want static from the dark skin girls, she's mentioning dark skin girls.
But why? How come the queen can't speak about people like her?
The queen, listen, man, people are brutal. Listen, I don't know if you remember a time when Buju Banton first started rocking, right?
Okay. Is it early 90s?
Early, yeah, I want to say maybe, late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He did the song Brownin'.
Okay.
Right? After he did Brownin', all black women were in an uproar. Because he did a song about Brownin'.
But Buju don't have Beyonce power.
But right after that, he had to do a song for all black women. He's like, "Man, I stopped crying for all black women." I said, "Yeah, but what happened to the Brownin's so nice, and then now you have to go back and do a cry for all black women to help nullify the effect that you're getting for just singling out one group of brown women."
Because she got flack for the Creole thing. So the Creole song apparently on it came out in the B-Day time. So I want to say 06-ish.
Yeah.
So it came out on the B-Day, but it was on the Japanese release.
Okay.
Nothing North American.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, it's not a high population of black people in Japan.
No. And Creole's all black.
Creole's all, yeah. So
you're all black over there.
So I'm looking, I'm like, So I'm like, but why is brown skin girl like thing? So I start talking to some people from the Beehive and stuff, whatever, right? Apparently a lot of people don't know the song. And it like this whole thing sparked so many things because I was like, this is interesting. Certain things at a specific time can be buried before the internet.
Yeah.
Because this is one.
Yeah.
Right? And like don't worry, I'll play the song for you. You know, YouTube, the land of pirates, the song is there, right? And when I heard it, I was like, it sounds like Freakum Dress. It sounds like a celebration song.
Okay.
So I'm like, she's just celebrating her heritage.
Right.
And people who share a type of heritage like that, I don't say, why not?
Yeah.
Right? I just find it different where the queen of quote unquote black people can't speak about people that look like her.
Right.
But she has to cater and stuff to the people that don't look like her because of controversy. And I was like, why is colorism still heavy in our community when we still give a fuck so much about racism with other races?
Yeah.
We need to fix our shit before we go fix other people's shit.
100%.
So I feel like, I don't want to hear no one squawking unless if they talking about, like, I try to watch how many times I might say, like if I'm describing a woman,
yeah,
or a person and stuff, and I'm like, oh, light skin, dark skin. I'm just saying black.
Yeah.
I'm just running with black.
Yeah.
And if somebody's like, describe, I'm like, why is that a problem to you? And that's what it did. I was like, I was talking to this one black chick, and she was telling me about her hair texture and stuff. Is she light skinned? Why does that matter to you?
Right.
Are you you support colorism? You're not for everybody being one and the same. And a lot of black people have this problem.
Yeah.
We're in Black History Month now, and I just want to address whatever, like, how are we caring about how these other races might treat us from our months when we still haven't got our shit together? Martin Luther King died from what, 68? We knew the odds weren't against us or for us for a while until they start shifting. I want to say more so in the 80s, 90s
Yeah.
than any case and stuff. Now we're at a time where we have two of our king and queen.
Yeah.
They're both billionaires in their own regards and respects. And we're at the part where colorism is still a problem for us. We need to do better. We need to stop. I feel like we need to stop pointing at white men being racist and everything. We need to fix our shit first, because if we lean more on each other,
Yeah.
we don't need them.
Yeah.
Melanin makes money. We set a lot of tones. We set the trends for cool.
Man, just listen. I just live in my bubble. I speak to and talk to those out in during podcast land. Hopefully, I have something that's worth listening to you and make you think. But I'm not trying to force y'all into anything. I'm not trying to. I'm through trying to change anybody's beliefs. I'm through trying to tell anybody how to act, because at the end of the day, it's all been said before. We understand what our problem is. We can't force people to act.
That's
And
fair.
we're just gonna drive ourselves crazy trying to do that. So I'm like,
no, I don't say, and I wouldn't say driving ourselves crazy, but I would say this. Why would I want to do business with you if I know this is how your mindset is? Like, just in general. Like, let's say even if you're a pedophile,
yeah,
and I know you're a great businessman,
yeah.
but why would I want to do business with you when I know for a fact you're on some shit that I don't stand for?
But you shouldn't want to do any business with me. You should find the person who's on the same shit that you are and do business with them. Find that tribe, man. And that's like I said, if I'm not here to try to convince you, I'm here to try and find the people who are already thinking like me.
Same.
Yeah. And then
Same.
then we can build together. We can't change what you're gonna do, but
No,
at
no, no,
least
no, no, no,
if
no,
we
no,
can
no, no.
build together,
No,
then
no.
we can just grow whatever we're
No,
trying
I'm
to
looking
grow.
for I'm looking for straight community and stuff, whatever. So if anybody does feel like the way I feel and stuff, whatever, come holler.
Yeah.
Let's go be great together
Yeah.
and stuff. And the rest that feel opposite and stuff, whatever, stay over there and go fuck off.
Yeah, because like I ain't got no problems with light or dark skinned people. We're all black. To me.
You'll be surprised.
Y-
You'll be surprised. Like I heard the plights of like light skinned women. Cause I've talked to like several light skinned women, several dark skinned women.
Yeah.
I've asked light skinned dudes and stuff like that. A lot of light skinned dudes and stuff, whatever. They're like, yo, a lot of light skinned people, their argument and stuff is that dark skins is highlighted way more than them in the black community.
Mm.
In the black community, dark skinned people are highlighted more. And then they brought up the same thing with the brown skinned girl. Cause the one black light skinned woman mentioned the Creole song. I was like, fuck is a Creole? You're like, Beyonce has a song. You didn't know? Oh, yeah. And then when she put me on and stuff, whatever, she said, as a light-skinned woman, I know they're going to always say that we're always constantly looked at.
Yeah.
But there's more slight and hate towards us and stuff. And much as not even, and she said, not including the biracial light-skinned people.
Yeah.
Because the biracial people, most dark-skinned people look at biracial people like, oh, they're confused about who the fuck they are. And then what if they know exactly who they are?
Light skinned people are not suffering from anything but resentment at this point.
Pretty much.
Resentment of how black people felt when they were at the top. Like, we need to get over that. Like, we need to get over that.
We need unity, dog. Yo, come find me, my tribe, my community. Come find me. Fuck the rest. My last question, is it a problem to be black?
It is if we're not willing to ally with people at this point.
Talk about it. Kick that real quick.
It's a problem being black if we're going to take up the mantle of it's us and just us.
Instead of sharing collectively and getting along.
Yeah. Because as black people, we own nothing.
Here lies a problem.
Yeah.
A major problem.
A huge problem. In order for us to get anywhere, we're going to need to deal with the people who has the resources. And not necessarily have the resources, because we have the resources, but we have to get with the people who are in charge of our own damn resources.
Mhm. 100.
So it is a problem being black.
I would say this. For the most part, I don't see what most people will see, like, and just in general, right?
Right.
I see myself like if I'm in a mirror or something with like a reflection, right? If someone who's not black sees me as like a potential threat, I wouldn't consider it before a problem, but I consider it now a problem, and I'll tell you why. Again, Martin Luther King has been assassinated from 1968.
Right.
We've come away. Black people didn't just pop up in this bitch in North America,
Nope.
right? Like I can see like, and I'm not even aiming at like, you know, the Indian diaspora, but it's kind of like they were more in their own country until they start spreading
Yes.
into other places. And now people are looking like this is a thing,
Right.
right? Where travel is at an all-time high, movement is at an all-time high. People can go whatever the fuck they want,
Anywhere they
as long
want.
as they do it legally.
Yeah.
Right? Black people, we've been in places that we got dropped off in.
Right.
And y'all know the plight that I want to say in some parts of stuff that they already been through.
Yeah.
We're still not getting over the fact that, like, yo, you're still afraid of black people. I saw Family Guy, they had this skit. They're like, white people scared of every race. When I saw it, I was like, how are you guys still afraid of black people?
Again, I think a lot of them are still suffering
Caucasian?
from the resentment. Right?
Oh, and black people have to do better with that.
Yeah, I think white people feel that we have a chip on our shoulder that we're going to dispose of at any minute.
I feel like a lot of black people do. I would say, as a black man, I would feel like a lot of them and stuff do, because at a drop of a hat, when somebody has an argument with like a non-black person, the first say this white man or this white boy,
Yeah.
this white woman,
Right.
something is coming, the first thing coming out your mouth. Why is it the race first thing coming out your mouth compared to like the situation, whatever this person of the earth, because you're another person of the earth,
Yeah.
is now gone through.
Yeah.
Now you're like, this white woman cut me off today in traffic. Anybody can cut you off in
Mhm. Yeah. Anybody.
traffic. Just say a woman.
Yeah.
A woman cut me off in traffic.
Right.
They're like, white woman. Or when the Caucasians say black.
She might be going home to her black husband.
Yeah, Rachel Dolezal.
You don't know that, but the fact that she was white and cut you off, it's a problem, right?
It's a problem.
But again, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's so funny because now they want to pretty much scrub history, right, to get rid of all the certain things they don't want to talk about in history. Somebody's like,
Argentina removing black people from their history. Yeah,
and it was like, imagine, you know what I mean? Your crimes have been so heinous that you don't want to be reminded of it. They got to be removed, right? So once that becomes removed, I think going forward, they'll start seeing us less threatening. Because now when they see us, they'll be like, well, this person has nothing to be angry about, right? I've done this person nothing, right? Even though they've not done us anything, a lot of them is like, shit. Y'all might be looking to take revenge on me for my forefathers type of deal. That's all I think. So they automatically feel like we have it out for them. And as long as we are in a position that's underneath them, it might be threatening to know that somebody doesn't want to be underneath your thumb for so long. And I may not be the person who's doing it, but they may not see me as such.
No, because we say the same kind of skin hue. They just want to make sure stuff. They group all of us in with the same.
They group all of us in as the same.
I don't think they'll get over us not being threatening. And that's why I feel like we need to get over that.
Yeah.
And just build our own shit and not fuck with them. Like if you don't like me like that just because my look and nothing else I said or did to you and stuff, whatever,
Right.
then that's cool. Let your fear keep you over there.
Yeah.
And I'll build over here and stuff, right? And we won't really need you, so to speak. Because again, we have, and same thing when we're talking about like the millionaires, of all these black millionaires got together and put their money together to do X, Y, and Z amount of things.
Yeah.
They can do that.
Yeah.
They can do that. They choose not to and stuff for that. But when they run into like hurdles and shit, they be like, it's because I'm black and I'm trying to do shit. Nah, nigga.
Nah.
If you're not trying to build with us, because you don't need them. You need us.
Yeah.
If anything and stuff, whatever. If I'm any kind of, let's say this, if I'm any kind of black person and stuff trying to do big things and stuff, whatever, I'm going with the black rich people and stuff that might be on my level.
Right.
Or if not, then I'm going to my community level or a zone that I know I can probably control.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to try and take New York City. Try Albany. That's the capital of New York.
Yeah.
But everybody's like, no, we have to conquer New York City first
Right.
in order to take New York. Albany is the capital.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to be in the direct line of whatever the fuck
you
to
don't.
still make the power moves.
You don't.
And I think that's what the people and stuff have a problem with, right? Because they're looking like, oh, well, we got to wait for Smooth to become the next Martin Luther King, or we got to wait for Smooth to be the next Malcolm X before we can do anything and stuff like that, whatever. Why? Why not you?
If we go back and, if we go back and we just look at the Chinese race within Toronto, right? Where their central power is nowhere in the financial districts or the markets.
Where's their power?
Markham.
See, man, yeah, you're not wrong.
They built their own financial hub in Markham.
And like you always say, they don't care who's prime minister, who's running shop.
They don't
They
care.
still, and why can't we adopt that? We can't adapt that.
We can't adapt.
We there's something and stuff with us we haven't adapted to with that aspect, right? Because again, there's a Chinatown in every country in the world except for China.
Every country in the world except for China.
And they got 1 billion strong over there. They even tell you, come test us if you think you're soft.
And there's no other race with a town in China.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I told myself a long time ago and stuff, whatever, right? I was talking to one of my Asian homies and stuff, and I said, I'm gonna stop buying from you guys. He said, what do you mean? So I said, you guys set up community stores and convenience stores and stuff, whatever. Not because my homie at the time, his thing was his background was Thai.
Right.
I'm not putting on the Thai folk, I'm putting on the Asian diaspora.
Yeah.
Right. And I said to him and stuff for them, like, there's a spot here in Markham, right? We'll even put it across the street. I'll look for across the street from Pacific Mall. No black businesses are allowed to open up over there.
Yeah.
If they open up over there, I guarantee you the Chinese people will not support, or the Asian demographic and stuff in that vicinity will not support that black business.
Nope.
These motherfuckers come into the hood all the time.
All the time.
And set up convenience stores and shop, and we buy it from them and stuff, whatever. We don't need them.
We don't.
We don't need them.
We don't.
We have black grocery stores now. We have black convenience stores.
Yeah.
We don't need them.
Yeah.
We don't. And the thing, that's I'm like, we need each other, but yet we don't like each other because you're light skinned. And I can sing brown skin girl over here, and that person can't sing Creole over there.
Yeah.
All right.
That part's gotta fix itself.
Yeah.
It's gotta fix itself.
It ain't fixing itself. I think we just gotta look at it like, this is where it is.
Yes.
I want to be on the side to win. Because the other side that ain't doing shit ain't winning.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get too far if they are winning. My last thing to bring to you and stuff, whatever. How do you like your hip hop now?
How do I like my hip hop now?
Mm-hmm. If I'm 41 this year, you are 52 this year. You approaching to be a 52-year-old man. How do you like your hip hop now? What do you like your hip hop to consist of?
Bars first and foremost.
So we're like simile metaphors on point.
That
okay.
Always 100%.
Check.
I'm really digging the stuff that kind of speaks to me. So I'm not really into like the like the violent raps or the misogynistic raps.
Yeah, because somebody's laughing at me. I threw it in my story and stuff, whatever. Like killing, 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 money, vagina, vagina,
Yeah.
violence,
Yeah.
violence, vagina. And that's what you get in a club
Yeah.
when you go into a club, right? I asked that because a lot of the rappers, I want to say from my time, right?
Right.
Like, okay, if any case, I'll put Jay-Z in the retirement category. So he's not really making music like that. But say Busta Rhymes did an album last year.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, a good portion of artists and stuff from like my time. Like I remember in my teenage years,
Yeah.
I bought their work, and in my 40s, they're still producing music. What do you expect from people from like what kind of bars are you expecting from people like Busta and stuff, so to speak? And then are you buying Busta's stuff? Because that's the thing now. Because even though they're older
Yeah.
and the bar should be kind of curated more, are you still the, so to speak, clientele or subscriber? Because the young folks, they like the guns, the violence, the money, the bitches, the this.
Right. The one thing I can say with Busta, and which kind of lent to his longevity, is that he was never really like that gangster type of rapper to begin with.
That's fair.
A lot of his stuff is either dealing with like partying bullshit, or comedic, or something along those lines. So with him,
don't just hone in on him.
No, but
there's other MCs that made
but
stuff.
I'm saying with him, he'll drop stuff. He'll drop stuff, and I'll listen to Busta's stuff, because it's not always going to be that type of lane that we've already discussed, right? Like somebody like a Jim Jones, I can't listen to.
No, but it's not even just Jim Jones, because I'm just saying this in general. Like, okay, you put me on the Kwame.
Right.
Are you buying Kwame stuff? Would you be streaming Kwame stuff? Whatever,
Kwame, yeah.
Right? Why are you streaming Kwame stuff? What lyrics does Kwame have that, let's say, someone, not even Busta Rhymes, I'll give you a new person. What lyrics does Kwame have compared to, let's say, somebody like Cameron?
Kwame, there's a lot of references to and that nostalgia there for me that I can draw from, and I can relate to. So
the newer stuff.
The newer stuff.
Okay.
So within that is he's a big comic book nerd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a comic book nerd, so he incorporates a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so much of a manga comic book nerd,
right?
But I understand it and I get it.
You understand the culture.
So when he raps about that, I can kind of get into that. There's the one song where his older self is talking to his younger self. We just started doing the retroflective stuff, right?
Right.
So stuff like that I can get. So it's a lot of stuff.
But even I want to say, even like Busta Rhymes and stuff, whatever, had tracks and stuff even prior to 2025.
Yeah,
we're doing that, and again, a lot of people don't buy it. So now my thing, that's why I'm asking and stuff. Like, we're older, we grew up with hip hop. But then how do you like your hip hop and stuff now? Like, what do you see yourself spending money on now, whatever? Because a lot of people, if it's not for like old nostalgic stuff, like I want to say, I went to the Lox concert purely for nostalgia.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? I want to say they didn't make any newer stuff, like perform any newer stuff that I know that's newer for them.
Right.
Right? Because they had like they had a project before DMX died. And DMX was on that, whatever, right?
Right.
But again, it didn't get the traction.
Yeah.
And then I thought, let me listen to it, because I'm not that young Marv with the into the money, bitches, violence, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is therapeutic. This is therapy for the soul.
Right.
Right? But then a lot of people and stuff, they're looking at like, no, I need my artist to do this type of thing. That's when I would subscribe to them.
Yeah.
Right? Like one person said, I listen to Drake because I don't have to feel nothing. I don't have to concentrate on the lyrics being on point, because we know he doesn't write his own bars.
Right.
I know that it's gonna be upbeat and just happy.
Right.
So I know it's a pick-me-up thing and stuff, whatever. So they said, as a man in their 40s now, they would listen to more Drake than compared to in their 20s.
Yeah.
They were like a no bueno. So I'm like, how do you like your hip-hop now? And he said, happy, warm, fun,
Yeah.
He said, I'm over money, bitches, and drugs and all that type of stuff, whatever. He's like, I'm a 9-to-5 person and stuff now. Those things don't hit my lane.
Yeah.
So I said, but some of these older artists are producing stuff like that. But and I mentioned artists and stuff that he listens to.
Right.
Busta Rhymes is one. I'm like, dude, what about those last 2 Busta projects? No bueno. Because even like the song Father thing, it was on the Extinction Level Event Part 2.
Yeah.
The one with Rick Ross and stuff, and he was talking about Father. It's a Muslim guy, and it was a dope track because he's talking about the pitfalls that this man went through and everything, and how he persevered and didn't let nothing change him. And then at the end of the damn song video, the guy's actually there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and they had their own thing. He's like, Busta, I appreciate you, but it's always good to kind of feel seen.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of people and stuff, they live in their own world, and most of their plights and stuff don't get to them. And a lot of times, some of these people, like, I didn't know who I wouldn't say, I was like Mabuka Shakur. Like, I didn't know who he was until I heard from another rapper. I think Rick Ross mentioned him. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, is that Tupac cousin? So I looked him up and I was like, oh, okay, this person did this, that, and the third. And I was like, that was deep and insightful.
So I was about to say what I think the problem is that now you really have to search for that specific type of music. So just like how you said you heard the name from Rick Ross, right? Immediately it piqued your interest, right? You're a person not to sit with that interest and wait for it to come around again. You've actually gone through and done the research.
Yeah.
And you found that person, right? A lot of people, they say they want this type of music, but they're not going out and searching for it.
And not spending for it. So
they're
then
not spending for it.
They're
hoping that it falls in the lap when those lanes are not being fulfilled by the playlists that sit on Spotify or sit on, you know what I mean? Like those mainstream playlists is going to be playing that young boy shit that you're not geared to listen to. So you're really going to have to search. Busta Rhymes is making that stuff. Kwame is making that stuff. Have you heard of Kwame? No, I never. But he's geared towards your lane.
Right.
You got to go looking for these things now.
I was shocked when I heard a young kid and stuff was telling me they play Larry June. I know he's a younger rapper, but again, it's the substance that he raps about.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's dope. That's dope. But then when you're asking people and stuff who's been spending their money on like music and hip hop for like decades like us, like what would you spend your money on now? And then when I realized and stuff, I'm like, if you're not spending your money on hip hop or anything along those lines and stuff, whatever, then let these rappers talk young shit then and don't crucify them, because you're not buying the shit that they've already done spoke about. That's kind of like real people level shit. But then when they have these other tracks and stuff, we're like, yeah.
The only way for you to get the music that you're going to want is unless you create the playlist or you buy.
Yeah,
you buy, or else you're at the mercy you're at the mercy at other people's playlists and whatever they're feeding you down the pipeline.
I'm only at the mercy of people's playlists. I'm in somebody's car or club. Like,
that's it.
Other than that, and I have the power. I'm listening to my shit.
I have the power now. Forget it, man. Forget it.
That's fair. Oh, one more question.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. Who makes a better MC? A high school dropout drug dealer or a college educated good boy?
Oh, for sure, the college dropout drug dealer.
They make a better MC?
They make a better MC.
Was Big Daddy Kane a drug dealer?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I don't recall that in his lyrics, and I feel like Big Daddy Kane was still a substantial person.
He ran with, though. The crew he ran with, they were hustling.
We all run with drug dealers.
We all run with drug dealers. But that's what I'm saying.
Like, we all run with
that's where we get a little bit of the flavor from.
For the drug dealers? So you don't think the good boy and stuff will have, like I feel like, I'll say this. To like high school drop, and I don't know Lil Baby's education, like high school wise and everything, but let's say someone like Lil Baby, I don't think Lil Baby's bars could beat J. Cole's bars, and J. Cole's an educated guy. Graduated guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like, to me, where I am now and stuff, like just in general, I feel like the good boy might make a better rapper.
But because if you go back and listen to J. Cole in his humble beginnings,
Mhm.
he mentions a lot, you know what I mean, him hanging with that undesirable crowd.
But he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
And that's
No, he
that's why I
wasn't.
said, which makes a better MC, not
Yeah.
the person who hung with the high school dropout. I said the high school dropout drug dealer turned MC.
Yeah.
Who's better? Not his friends. Because so far, Jay-Z is top dog when it comes to that.
Right.
Right? And then
Right.
you have a few and stuff that might kind of semi-claim. 50, I put 50 up there as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, when it comes down to it and stuff, there's only a handful of them that have like the barrage and stuff, whatever, that can say like they hold the weight for their end.
Yeah. No, 100%. No, 100%. But I'm saying if Cole was just a straight book nerd, right? It didn't have none of those grimy friends that he grew up with. Would it be straight impact? Would it be as impactful to the culture if he's just sticking to what he knows as a book nerd? Or do we kind of feel him because he's able to bridge that gap with those lyrics that he knows?
Book nerd, because even I want to say, what song do you feel like he's bridging anything with drug dealers and stuff and his world? The only song I can think of in my head and stuff is like For Your Eyes Only, and he's having a conversation with his homie.
Right.
Because the song is like, I think each verse is like he's speaking to somebody.
Yeah.
And the one verse and stuff when he's talking to his homie about selling drugs, like, yo, you got a daughter to raise. And when you get locked up now, like,
yeah,
I don't know what you're gonna do with that aspect, but some guys might run through your daughter because she ain't have no daddy. Right. So again, there's nothing about like saying like drug type of bars that's making Cole and stuff stand out on that side. Everything is more straight pen game verbiage where you can see education is behind it.
Yeah.
Right? Because I even feel like when I hear Kanye and then I clap at Kanye, don't fix your lips like collagen and say something you end up apologizing.
Yeah.
Collagen and apologizing are not the same.
No,
but again,
they're far from it.
And he'll tell you quick, I'm a college dropout.
Yeah.
Then his album's called College Dropout.
Yeah.
We see why, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yo, maybe you stayed in, you probably would have found a bar that rhymed.
Yeah. But then he was far from gangster too.
Yeah, he's far from gangster, but he kicked it with the GDs.
He kicked
with
it
with the gangsters, the gangster disciples.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the reason why I was like, I thought he's from Chi-Town. How's he wearing skirts? They're like, yo, Kanye is in with the gangster disciples. He used to make beats for a lot of them that never became rappers. They let him live.
He made a lot of beats for those gangsters.
Yeah. So they made him, they let him live and stuff. And I was like, yo, to be honest and stuff, whatever, a good boy MC and stuff, if he cleans up his craft, yeah. Because a lot of them, they have humble beginnings. They might stunt like it's worse than what it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like because of the credibility or like we don't give the respect to the good boy.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the good boy always constantly gets overlooked. So that's why if the new MC comes out, we want to give him a gritty story. We want to give him an edge to him and stuff to help sell him. But I'm like, I care about the verbiage and the bars.
Yeah. We care about the verbiage and the bars.
Yeah. But I know what I'm spending my money on.
Yeah,
I would
care
spend
about
my
the
money
verbiage and
on
the
like
bars.
Coast Contra, and none of those guys are gang affiliated.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because I'm looking for the barrage.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for like how they land and deliver everything. So that's just it. I'm done now. We can go to the question of the week. Question of the week. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question of the week. Why do you think people think they will always win? I feel like, and I'll speak on it some more. Some people feel like the loss, once they get a win, the loss is not going to come again. But in certain settings and stuff, right? And I'll use Drake since we're talking about music and stuff. Drake has been on a constant winning streak for the longest.
Right.
Until he came to a point with this whole beef thing with Kendrick.
Yeah.
When the beef kicked off, he started losing.
Right.
Right? I feel like he has enough in his war chest to survive the losses.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Some regular people, when they win 1-2 times, they feel like the loss is not coming again. You've heard you heard constant stories about people winning the lotto and then going broke again.
Yeah.
Constant stories about NFL success people like Odell Beckham said he got over 100 million and he's struggling with money now and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Why do people think they're always going to win?
I think I think the attitude is if you've made it once, you can make it again. So with the lottery winners, I'm not so sure if they go broke.
Oh no, they go no. There's we can Google 5 right now.
Yeah, but are they confident that they can win again, or are they confident that they might hit the next lotto again?
Oh, I don't know that part I don't know.
Yeah,
But
because I
again,
think if you made yourself once, I think you feel like you have the ability to make yourself again.
I feel like in today's times, no. Like hide your kids, hide your wives.
Right,
I think it's like Antoine Dotson or something like that.
right.
You now have this viral moment.
Yeah.
Right? Now you're probably going on 1-2 press runs and now your money might be stacking up and everything like that. Do you think you can win with this forever?
No.
But
I
a
think
lot of people, and that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, I know this. Help me understand because this is where I'm lost and stuff. I'm like, yo, you're not always going to win. So I'm confused. This is more question of the week for me.
Yeah.
Help me understand.
Yeah.
Because I know we're not going to win forever. And I know you're not always going to be up forever.
That whole viral moment thing, though, I think people have to understand that viral moment more times is akin to winning the lottery.
Ooh, I never thought of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
It's more time akin to like winning the
But
lottery.
the lotto's the definite money.
The
viral isn't.
The viral isn't, right?
Right,
and
right.
it's just like you may have done something by accident.
Oh, haphazard.
Yeah. And it becomes viral, and then all of a sudden now you're in that limelight. But guess what? You may never able to reproduce that accidental moment.
Boss.
So you have to get that out of your head. Now, if you so happen to build something, right? It slowly took its way and it got to where it's gonna go, right?
Mhm.
And then you've achieved success for that for a period of time, then it's died down or died out. You may just be able to say to yourself, well, if I built it once, I can build it again. And you know what? If you have taken those markers or those measurements of success and everything that it took to get you there, and you reproduce that, you very well might be able to do it again.
Without a doubt. And see, but I think like even from Nike execs, because I was on this topic and stuff, whatever, right? Like I said, I was just doing some research and stuff, and I seen a lot of people that won until they're not winning no more, right?
Right.
They've had like constant like different I'm gonna say Nike's newer now when they have rotations of their CEOs, right? Because our CEO is not winning anymore.
Right.
So we need a new CEO to help us win.
Yeah.
Right? And set former CEO of another place who's about to come over into your world.
Yeah.
They probably won with just that one thing.
Yes.
They just won with that one thing. Do
Yeah.
you think that'd be replicated again?
No.
On your side? And that's the thing. I was like, yo, I think maybe us as people, and this is where I might be going crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like us as people think that we're owed some shit. We're owed that like, if we do it like this, it's gonna be like this and stuff for them. Like, no. I like you changed my mind on so many things and stuff for that. Build your field of dreams.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come. When you have that moment, nigga, we making lemonade out of damn limelight.
100%. I'm
Because
milking it to its fullest.
And once
milking it till that cow can't milk again.
and once, and that's what I'm saying. When you win, you stack.
Yeah.
You win, you stack. Because once the loss come in, you need to be like, all right, this is what I can sacrifice.
Yeah.
All of this behind me, I'm not sacrificing no more. This I'm keeping.
Not only that, when you start winning, again, it's that stacking, but also use that winning and start looking to open up other lanes to win at.
Oh, without a doubt. But I think, so for me, what I've learned from that is that a lot of people act like there's something, but they really aren't. And what I mean by that and stuff is not everybody has that hustler type of ambition,
Right.
right? Like I can look at something like you said it for me. You like, I like how you have a vision and a forecast of like certain businesses and everything. And like, for other businesses that I attach myself to, whatever, right? I'm a businessman.
Right.
Some people are not. They're blessed with an opportunity.
Yes.
But they don't know how to revert that. Again, if we're going back to it, like Jay-Z's probably like his ears ringing this episode. If he went from drug dealer to musician to doing shows when now he's getting paid, he's recouping that. I got an old story from Biggs Burke on someone else's thing, or probably the Breakfast Club when he was on it way back when, saying they said no to a lot of 50 grand shows.
Yeah.
They said no to a lot of these things and stuff, whatever, because they were already up.
Yeah.
So that's not a loss to them for not taking that whatever, right?
Yeah.
But some people want stuff whatever, they might not have the opportunity. It's just loss after loss after loss after loss.
Right.
And I feel like starving people move different from a person waiting to eat.
Oh yeah.
So when they're winning, they're good.
Yeah.
It's the loss portion, the resilience thing like you were talking about earlier or whatever, most people don't have. And I'm looking at them like, but why not? We know you can't win forever.
No, you
like
these things, and I think, and I can't remember what Bible verse it is.
Oh, you got a verse on me. Oh shit.
But it's
paraphrase it.
7 times rise, 7 times fall.
What is, break that down? Your meaning now.
Meaning that you rise, right?
Mhm.
But understand that with that rise will come there's a possibility of a fall, right?
7 time rise, 7 time fall. Okay.
So understanding that there's a possibility of a fall, make sure that you're preparing yourself so you're able to rise again.
I like that. I'm going to find that verse now.
Yeah, so 7 times rise, 7 times falls, because you don't know what's going to happen, right? It's if you look at the one of the 7 principles of the one of the 7 hermetic principles is the principle of ebb and flow.
Mhm.
Meaning that the pendulum swing.
Yeah, it's going that way, it's going to eventually come back.
It's eventually going to come back this way,
Mhm.
right? What your idea is that knowing
It's only going that way.
Yeah, it's only
up.
going this way. It's only coming this way. No, it's got to swing back this way. So knowing that, what you're going to do is minimize how much it swings back that way.
Yes, I think a lot of people don't have that ability or that foresight to see,
Right.
to know for a fact that eventually the swing back is coming.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Right. That's it.
Because it's always like, again, when you hear like, where are they now? I'm like, you up. I'm not saying you're falling from heaven, but at least fall from heaven to like the Burj Khalifa, whatever, right?
Right.
Burj Khalifa.
At least fall from land on a cloud.
Land on a cloud.
Land on a cloud.
Land on a cloud. Yeah, land on a cloud. But no one, I'm gonna say no one. There's a few or majority of them feel like, yo, they will land on a cloud, but no, they're landing on earth. And when they land back on earth, they're down to earth again. They're looking like, I'll be back. Like hell.
But you know what? Maybe a slim chance, maybe. But guess what?
Out of 1 in 10.
But guess what?
Out of 10, who make it?
But guess what? It's easy. It's easier to get back to where you're going from the cloud.
Oh, without a doubt.
From the cloud.
Oh, without a doubt.
So if you're prepared to fall, at least try to land on the cloud.
I like that. So say the sons.
So say the sons. So say the sons. Don't try to fall back to earth.
Try land on a cloud.
Try landing on a cloud. It's the distance is less from the cloud.
I dig that. All right. Let's get to the Axe of Sons.
All right.
First Axe of Sons. This is the question. I moved it up. Meanwhile, we were talking and stuff, whatever.
Okay.
First Axe of Sons comes from SexyBeast. Question is, with the Epstein Files slowly coming to light on human behavior, how do we move forward as a society?
how do we move forward as a society? I
Bec-
think, like,
because and when it came to human behavior, there's a lot of pedophiles that are rich.
yeah,
How do we get better as a society?
I think we have to get rid of that belief of the people that we tend to worship can do no wrong.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that's the first and force. The very first thing that we have to do is get rid of that belief
Mm-hmm.
that somehow that these people that we are in the limelight are inherently good and that they got there on their goodness. Because a lot of people get to power from underhandedness.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that.
yeah. And because we don't see the underhandedness, we tend to think that it's not happening.
That's
No,
what
it's,
they said about JFK. JFK was in debt to the mob.
yeah.
And yeah.
Again, it's with you're in those certain circles, you don't know what's happening
Yes, sir.
unless being in those certain circles.
Yes, sir. I think for society to move forward and get better, to be honest, I think uh, like it's so weird and stuff, whatever, right? Because I feel like on one hand, I'm not discrediting, let's say, the victims,
Right.
right? But then on another hand, the people who made it or like the haves are the same ones saying like they're always trying to tear me down,
Yeah.
right? I feel like we need to be heavier on the ones that we can actually prove. And I don't mean what like I'm talking about like we eliminate like possibly a parole for like 5 years
Right.
with some of these folks and stuff, whatever, especially with like I want to say the pedophilia aspect because Epstein was known so much for like the young girls thing, whatever, right? And
Yeah.
other people that would go there or to his places would be kind of the fact that, yo, this guy has the young chicks,
Yeah.
right? I think moving forward, anybody who's getting caught, like after, not even the Epstein thing, but like even during, right? Like during all this is still unfolding.
Right.
If today you get clapped with something like a pedophilia charge, like the pastor that was caught with a young kid in a car,
Yeah.
naked,
Yeah.
no parole for 5 years. We're gonna throw some books and stuff at you, right? So then we can start making more examples out of some people. And I feel like if you get convicted with something else, whatever, I feel like somebody of higher power needs to get like a medical castration
Yeah.
for other people to be like, oh shit, it can happen to me.
It's I don't know, Mario. It's gonna be hard, man, because if right now the laws are pushed, the laws are that they're pushing for will get rid of pedophilia.
What laws?
The
Where here?
it's starting they've started it in Europe trying to do it.
Europe, yeah.
Yeah,
Europe, I know, because
they-
Europe, their drinking age is even out the window
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. So they're starting in Europe trying to do it, but if they can achieve it in Europe, then it's gonna come here.
You think so? Because
Yeah.
I feel like they've achieved a lot of things in Europe that we still don't get a handle on, and we need to get a better handle
But
on.
the problem we're facing here is pedophilia, right? And the pedophilia is being done by rich and powerful men.
Mhm.
So if they can make it happen in Europe, those rich and powerful men will find a way to try and make it happen here.
Yeah. But again, the ones that they can prove.
Yeah.
The ones that they can prove, because it's kind of like, again, I feel, and this is just my theory, I feel like Epstein and stuff, whatever, probably stopped having, I want to say, pull in
Mm.
his world.
Yeah.
That's why his world start to unravel.
Unravel, yeah.
Right? And when the pull is done,
Yeah.
yo, whatever happens to you or stuff, whatever, is like, yo, you're to the fodder. Because some people just might end up dead, like how he did, whatever, right? Throw books at the people that you can prove.
Yeah.
So then the other ones stuff going, Prince Andrew went in hiding. His name was one of the first names that came up before the list was even mentioned.
Yeah.
And he acted right. Or maybe like, let's say it is. Publicly, before the queen passed, they're like, yo, he's been more reclusive.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, shoot one and the rest will follow. So if you catch one, you're like, you know what? My homie got caught messing with the young ones. I'm gonna fall back on this side. I'm not even gonna travel over there. I'm gonna let that shit, because again, you cannot stop crime. Crime is still
You can't
definitely gonna
stop it,
happen.
man. You can't stop
but you
it.
can minimize it.
Yeah.
You can minimize
You
it.
can minimize it or you can do away with the laws.
Yeah, and I don't think I think there's too much Karen activity, and not even say Karen.
Yeah.
I want to say there's too much liberal activity on this side
Yeah.
for certain things
For
to
it
go down laying
For
down.
it to, yeah.
To go down laying down.
Possible. Yeah.
Next question comes from Celebrate My Ugly. Why not? Let's do that.
Of course. Let's do it.
What is something your favorite celebrity did that made you lose respect for them? Go to the Epstein part. No. What is something your favorite celebrity did that make you lose respect for them? Will Smith. I think the whole interview with him and Jada on their Red Table Talk.
Yeah.
I saw the hurt and the angst in his eyes, and this is prior to the Chris Rock slapping.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like this. And then when he did slap Chris Rock, I was like, there was something different about Will and how this lady controlled him.
Yeah.
Where I lost all form of respect and stuff for Will. And I know damn near probably at least over 100 episodes of Fresh Prince verbatim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I can tell you what happens on the episode. I can tell you what's said verbatim. I thought she was fine, and he lost my mind. Don't know if her body is hers. You know when she's popping off the nails and stuff, whatever. She's trapped in it. Will done a lot for me to lose respect for him.
Yeah.
But it goes back to don't worship your heroes. Go ahead.
For me, it's gonna be Timberland.
Ooh, the AI?
And not so much the fact that he's using AI. The fact that when he was promoting his whole AI thing, the whole K Fresh, and not acknowledging K Fresh as a producer of the beat.
Who's K Fresh?
I
don't know this.
So when the whole AI thing came into play,
what his artist?
Yeah. So even before that, he was promoting a product called he was promoting the Suno AI for making beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a one clip out there where he's like saying he fed AI a bunch of beats or whatever and so forth like that. And this is what it came back with. And the beat that he played that it came back with
was this K Fresh
was
person?
the K Fresh beat. Was verbatim. Exactly. Even had K Fresh's tag in it.
How I'm curious. How did that happen?
So with Suno,
like after they spit out something, they'll say like, "Oh, well, this has already been spit out for this person."
Yeah. So what Suno was doing was Suno was training its AI based upon all the beats that it could scrape off of the internet.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, when you're training AI like that, you have to give it the guideline, right? To say, okay, this particular sound, when you hear a particular thump like this, or any variations of a thump, that thump means it's a kick.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say, give me a kick drum, I'm looking for this thump in any variation, right? So you can do that with any particular instrument, because a particular instrument has a particular sound that it makes.
Right.
So whatever that sound that it makes, you label that particular instrument. A tag is just a tag. It's not an instrument at all, right? So AI can't classify it. So when it hears a tag, it's just thinking the tag itself is another instrument.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just it's just grouping it as instruments. Right? And
instead of
these tags, when producers make these tags, these producers are adding tags to every beat, right? So now it's looking at it as it's just a instrument, right? So the K Fresh stuff now, he's putting in, okay, I want a boom bap beat, right? So now it's pulling all these things that are boom bap, right? And a lot of times it's not recreating anything.
It's stealing from what's
already
already
there. It's just
there.
stealing what's already there. So
Because it's even taken for anything that might be considered boom bap from the internet and just kind of emulating that.
right.
I got
So
it.
what it did was it pulled the K Fresh beat because that was part of its feeding,
Yeah.
right? And did it verbatim. So Timberland now plays back this beat as if it was an AI beat.
But did he use at a conference or he just like on his
No,
live?
this is on his live.
Okay.
On his live.
Yeah, yeah.
So people were like tagging K Fresh and like, yo, K Fresh.
Timberland stealing your shit.
Yo, Timberland stealing your shit. So then,
And he didn't even acknowledge him.
no, until after. So it came out after that, like, yo, that's K Fresh's beat, right? And
But would you think he wouldn't just know? Like, and I'm not assuming everybody's supposed to know,
yeah.
but let's say it does go over his head.
So what happened, right?
Okay.
Is that he was working with another girl, another vocalist, right?
Mhm.
That was the same thing was happening to her. So they were using her vocals to train this AI thing. It was which was respitting out stuff. But that vocalist was also working with K Fresh.
Uh-huh.
So in the midst of it sucking up her stuff, it sucked up K Fresh's stuff.
Mm.
So now Timberland he's not doing due diligence to say, hey, let me see where these things that Suno is pulling from might be coming from.
Mm.
He's not doing the due diligence. Not only is he not doing the due diligence, he's claiming it.
Yeah, I
As
can,
my Tim, he called it Little Timbo. That's what he was calling his AI. Oh, my little Timbo came up with this.
Little Timbo a thief. It sounds like little Timbo, a little klepto.
Right. So then when it came up, instead of apologizing, he doubled down. And that's what everybody had the problem with him doubling down. Instead of acknowledging, yo, nah, this came. He didn't
I got a
start
problem with the whole
acknowledging it
AI,
after.
the Asian AI artist that he has.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the video and stuff, whatever, and I was like, no, this shit looks 100% legit. I was like, yo, I would have, because like when I saw it and I saw the dancers, because the backup dancers and stuff like that in the video,
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like, no, we're cooked.
We're cooked.
We're cooked.
We're cooked.
We're cooked. So, it's fair. Last one. Last question comes from Loco Miss.
Look on this.
In the light of recent events, what's the next biggest plot twist this world is going to give us? Give us that's not even going to surprise you. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked if any celebrity we know, I want to say even from like the Black community or like from people from like beginning is not
Yeah.
on this list. It wouldn't shock me. It would shock me for the celebrities that are not on the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are not on the list because I expect Jay-Z more than I expect Pusha T. When I hear this Pusha T drugging,
Yeah, Pusha T out, that kind of shocked me. That kind of shocked me. But then someone played the clip of Jay Prince being interviewed back in the day when Pusha was going after Drake.
Mm.
And they're saying the part where Prince had to tell Drake not to, he said how Drake had a diss track
Mhm.
that he was going to release, but he told Drake not to release it because the things that he was about to release would be career ending
For Push.
for Push.
Interesting.
So a lot of people are now going back to say that, well, maybe Drake had the T on
This
whatever's
situation?
coming up now, this situation that's coming up now.
Mm. No, I don't. Nothing in the world kind of shocks me anymore now.
Nothing shocks me, man.
I think the event. What's the question? Let me see. Next plot twist in the world is going to give us that stuff, and not even going to surprise you. China sets up shop here. China goes into uninhabited regions and stuff in Canada and sets up shop.
And sets up shop?
Yeah, because I feel like the money that Carney is looking for, or the Canadian economy is looking for,
Yeah.
China has it.
Yeah.
China has it. If US is stalling with like import-export funds to kind of like come this way and stuff, whatever, because money is slowing up from that side.
Yeah.
China's gonna have it, and it wouldn't shock me and stuff if like, yo, what is it, BDE, the cars?
The BYD.
BYD, yeah, dog, run it, dog.
Run it, man.
It wouldn't shock me.
Run it, man.
It wouldn't shock me. Like I think, what could shock you?
I don't think anything could shock me because as you mentioned that, I think the Chinese EVs are gonna end up in the US sooner than we think.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think maybe just the only thing that might shock me and stuff is like which celebrity I might pass. R.I.P. Catherine O'Hara, you know.
Oh, big time, man.
And R.I.P.
What's his
Grady?
name? Yeah.
Grady from Sanford and
and
Son. Yeah, like it's different out here, man. So like, I think just more the celebrity deaths. Be like, wow, this person went, because to be honest, with her being in Catherine O'Hara being in Schitt's Creek,
yeah,
and one of the Super Bowl commercials, I think it was her and William Dafoe playing some young people. It's a Michelob beer commercial,
right?
For the tennis.
Pickleball. They're playing
pickleball. Yeah. So when they're playing a little pickleball thing and stuff, whatever, I'm like, she seemed like she still has some fun in there. So like when to hear a celebrity and stuff, whatever, like certain celebrities will kind of just catch you off guard, be like, oh my gosh, that would shock me.
Yeah.
But anything pertaining to the world, where the direction of shit is going, nah.
That's yeah.
I'm unfazed.
Yeah.
I'm unfazed. That's where I am now.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We made it for lost time.
We'd have caught up from Snowmageddon.
From Snowmageddon. All right. We hope you guys are satisfied with this one. So say the Suns. Yeah, man. If you're gonna fall from heaven, try to make sure you land on a cloud. Rather than Earth. So say the Suns. If that can't break that down to you and stuff, whatever.
It don't even gotta be cloud.
Play this episode.
It don't even gotta be cloud 9.
It don't even gotta be cloud 9.
It don't even have to be cloud 9.
No,
just
tell them again.
Just get a cloud.
Just get a cloud.
Just get a cloud.
Just get a cloud. We are here, folks. We appreciate you guys for coming back and stuff and listening to us. See, we got past the hilariously inappropriate shit in the beginning. We honed it right back into the intellectual piece.
We settled down.
We settled down.
Yeah.
But we brought back the shits again. That's what we do.
That's what it is.
We appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
All the
above. All streaming platforms possible. Good Ask Sons questions. Keep coming in. Keep them coming in. We appreciate you guys and keep participating in the polls. We love you guys that do that, whatever. Now the spectators and stuff, whatever. Don't talk because you ain't vote. Your vote counts. Every vote counts. And once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity. That genius has its limits. Peace and love. Y'all be great out there.
Peace and love.
Fall gracefully.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.